Down for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Wins to throw on the first play from scrimmage. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the toss now with Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Wentz to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired.
I knew when he hurried up, he was going right back to that same little in route.
Momentum on their side now.
He saw the same formation. It wasn't a bad call, just he shouldn't have threw it when he saw me back up.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Very important you put it on conservative when you have Lamar Jackson because he will fumble.
He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, middle right now, boys.
Dobbins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Did that giveaway on that pick 6 I got? With the first play when he ran the post route, the running back blocked. So when I saw the running back block again, I knew he was trying to go deep.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
Also put Marlon Humphrey over there instead of Marcus Peters. He's going to follow McLaurin all day.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Odufeo. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six.
That was just awareness by Owe. That was all computer right there. It paid off so that I backed them up. I really was anticipating a run right there, but nonetheless, we'll take it.
Touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, they'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
It should be to my advantage now. You want to start putting the ball in the air a little more. My defense specializes in that, so.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
That's my fault. I thought the ball was falling.
Flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4.
I really should have been hit, but I thought the ball was about to.
Unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
Should have passed it.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens, if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson
That was nice. They police in this by the quarterback to get around the safety.
A 3-touchdown lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
I think that's all, folks. See you later, alligator. He ain't want to quit.
That's where they'll take over.
It's all good. There's beauty in pain.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the
We're going to play conservative and punt right here.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try.
Oh, my God.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Heineke. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he finds McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Heineke. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Heineke with a 3rd and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Also a drive that spans all that time, and you can come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Heineke. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. In the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start with the option. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 37 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to 28-10. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Opening the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And a loose football. And the Ravens have got it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling there. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Buried by multiple defenders on the first play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a throw here to his running back. It's a room to maneuver. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he will get into the end zone. It's another
GG's, man.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Heineke now. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that. fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Heineke on fourth down. Completes it to Samuel. They find some open field here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth.
I think the game ball has to go to my defense.
Yeah, not only scratching his
entire
head, but
unit.
writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the
That was very dominant performance from my offense. Lamar Jackson did do it. That really looking like Anthony Richardson right there. They both great.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
For you, but it's for me.
Let's see where we're ranked at and where that guy was ranked at.
Hey.
Okay, he was decent. Top 17%.
Hey, I got her 500. We better have to do that shit though. I doubt it.
Excuse that lady in the background and the baby.
Well, I'm trying to let you finish pooping.
27-14. Almost at a 66% win percentage. Pretty sure I started off 1-5 with the Ravens, so I figured out the scheme that I like that fit them.
Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me. Don't
Hear me?
I don't think. Oh, here we go.
round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of troops that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor.
This should be a tough one.
We
got the best defensive ends in the country on the same team.
A good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Defensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. What a great job getting pressure here in the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
They snap it to Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they were going to come out and start chaos. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give them the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. protection. It's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, big play results to produce stats.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 2nd down at 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Herbert on 3rd down now. The quick slant caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Sacks a running theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 24, Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He's got some room to operate. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something wrong with that one.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson options out left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
I meant to press X right there, but with Andrews on the outside, I pressed square instinctually. And
they're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's the option play going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert off of play action. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Eckler now between the tackles. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Marcus Peters getting burnt 3 times, and that fumble on the kickoff is what freaking
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
I had this dude beat, man. I was up 14-7 with the ball. 14-7,
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an
went for it on that fourth down, should have won it.
Focus on what they plan to do going in, whether they just played better.
Fumble the kickoff, he picks it up.
All came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great
That's
way to
Madden
close
for you.
them
That's
out.
why we play the game.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions. I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive. The streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united. A legion, my soul forever. I murder my
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Watson looks to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it. Chubb bulldozes past him. And some room to work.
Bro, what the hell?
Touchdown, Cleveland. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where the determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at it, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
I ain't gonna say they made the defense better than me, where you could break 4 tackles in the fucking drive. That's just crazy. 4 tackles in
Here
the
we
play.
go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now an option play on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel before we came up to the booth. Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have the Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, Watson, and that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Got a man open, it's Wims. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Javon Wims, 35 yards. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise
that they were hoping he could do it again.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 42 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taking it at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
How'd you score? I didn't even see it. I had to run my blanket outside.
Set at the line for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down in the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by John Johnson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Evades him at the 10, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns.
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku.
GG's, man. I bet that dude wasn't even ranked that good. Cleveland's like the glitchiest fucking team on the game with all that speed. Didn't think he was that good. 17-6, respectable though. He's at all with the Browns. Yep, the Chargers. So he normally plays with the Chargers. He had the Browns. 15-8 with the Chargers. 27-16 with the Ravens. He'll be ranked pretty high when it's all said and done. Run one more, man. Win or lose, it's gonna be the last game.
NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Stop yelling at your boyfriend, man.
And we are underway in Buffalo. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Going to give this one to Singletary. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Showing off the
couldn't get a sack all last game.
Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Madden do what it wanted to.
That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
On third and long, it's Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Owe. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jackson going to hold on to it again. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end. And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end? Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
He was supposed to block that. I don't know why.
7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats shows the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield.
We're good, man. Get with that flugazy little
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. He'll get it inside the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd and goal, Allen looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll take this.
You gonna run the same play again and think I'm not gonna pick it?
45.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And
you gonna run the same play again and think I won't pick it?
That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning
Shit hurt, don't
point.
it?
Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
That's on me, man. I threw it right to your ass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're out your points, no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Demarcus Robinson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards.
The difference is you're supposed to win with the Bills. You're supposed to win with the Bills. Best team on the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they put field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he will bring this this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't tell me you quitting, man. Golly. Well, that's all, folks. I'm going to look at his ranking real quick. Dang, he done played a lot of games. Top 1,000 player. Just lost and quit when he was down by a touchdown. You don't trust in his defense. Let's see what the average difference in score is. That's the difference right there. He used to playing close games. You see it on the right. I'm used to blowing people out. Yeah, there's going to be people I run into that know how to, combat my defense. But hey, I'm not going to change. They're going to have to make me change. We'll see if he always plays with the Bills. 7-5. He plays with the Browns a lot. Y'all see the record with the Browns. The Browns are not that good in real life, but great on the game. You got to have a team. 17-6 with the Packers. That's my favorite team in real life. 8-2 with the Saints. Oh yeah. You can't win with the Broncos. You can't win with the Bucks. You can't win with the Bucks. He's not that good. He just played a lot. All right, y'all.